freaking tired of y'all asking me. So yes, I did quit the dealership. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So I'm gonna tell y'all why I got the job, and I'm also tell y'all why that I decided to leave after I gave it my all. So I got the job because I would talk to people at my bar, and they would tell me about like how I'm good with conversation and how I do so well in sales. So different people from different sales, like medical sales and like insurance. I've been offered jobs to get into sales, but I'm like, nah, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna do it. So once I started to get a little bored with bartending a little bit, I said, okay, maybe it's time for something new. So I applied on Indeed, got the job. I'm like, oh my God, I got the job. Mind you, I didn't even have my license at the time. I paid for my class like a year beforehand, and I got my license after I got the job. So I'm like, maybe this is God, because I don't even have no license yet, and they still gave me the job on the spot. Cool. So training or whatever, I really don't want out the dealership, like what they do. But basically, they fabricated the whole experience. I would say they fabricated the journey, what it takes to get there, the sacrifice and all that, and it just wasn't worth it for me, and it just didn't fit my lifestyle because I'm already used to a certain type of lifestyle. I did it to get uncomfortable, but not to be financially uncomfortable because it wasn't worth it at the time. But it's still not worth it. Yeah. And so I got it. I just really wanted something new. I wanted something that'll give me a challenge. I'm like, maybe this is my new career. Maybe this is my new journey until I get, you know, my pink food truck. So I just gave it a shot. And then we trained for about a week. I missed the first week. I think it's 2 weeks. I missed the first week. I trained for a week. And then you graduate and then you start or whatever. So the training was cool. I feel like the training was more of a like a tour to different dealerships, hearing different stories of how they changed their lives and this and that happened, blah, 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 blah. You know how it is when you first get a new job, you want to put on your best foot forward for like bosses and all that and new hires. You got some people that's going to tell you the real, but I feel like nobody told me the actual real. Only people that didn't have, like people that sold cars before told me the real deal compared to the people that's actually selling cars now. I get the job and there's a waiting game. Oh, and I also got the job to do more networking. Because when I'm behind the bar, I do meet a lot of people, a lot of connections. So I'm thinking, okay, well, it's just a little step up because I'm selling a $30,000 car compared to a $20 dream. So I'm like, maybe it's going to be a better clientele. What I did not know is everything that I'm about to tell you. So hopefully this could save somebody else some time. Give me a little insight about the car business, especially if you're a beautiful girl like me and don't believe in working hard like that for crumbs. When I got the job, I thought I was just going to go in there meeting all these different people, all these different connections. I'm going to get people to try my food, maybe want to invest, you know, stuff like that. It's not like that. Basically, you need your own clientele to sell cars. And don't be wrong, I have my own clientele, I have my following and all that, but people ain't really trying to buy or make a purchase like that until they're ready, you know? I feel like something on social media, you posting it, promoting it, and you could hurry up and buy like something that's like $20, $30, even $100. People gonna see, oh, this is a cute set, click buy, this is a cute moisturizer, buy a car. They be like, hold up, now that's a lot of money. This is my name on it, I don't know if I'm ready to buy this yet. You get it? So it was just like a lot of dead leads, they didn't have the connections. I can't admit that. They didn't have the connections to sell as many vehicles as I thought. The marketing was cool, but it's just really like a dead lead. Like, think about you're clocking in for 8 hours, sitting around, trying to be productive, trying to learn about cars, trying to do social media. But it's like that's shit that could be done in like 2 hours. That you have to stretch it to an 8-hour day. And 5 cars is a good week, right? That's a week. That's like 1 car a day. Imagine sitting around for like 7 or 8 hours to sell 1 car. That shit is not for the weak. Salute to everybody that's doing a car business, okay? That was not for me. Like, I like to be on my feet. I don't know if I have a little bit of ADHD or what it is, but I like to go, move. That make the time go by fast. Because, like, if you're just sitting around, you're literally just going to be watching the time, and it's just going to drag. Okay? The hours was the next thing. So, I'm used to working behind the bar. We have a shift, 11 to, no, I'm lying. It's 10 to 4 or 5, and then it's like 4 or 5 to about like 11, 12. Cool or whatever. And you don't have to, the type of job that I have, you don't have to work full time to make a great paycheck, right? There, they told me that I get 2 off days, right? Sundays they automatically close. So whatever, I'm already off. I'm not complaining because it's a weekend. So I like mine to be consecutive. They did not tell me that they pick your off day for you. So I got Sundays off and I got a Taco Tuesday off. But I used to be so tired that next day, Monday didn't even really feel like an off day because, you know, when you grown, you got kids, you got to cook, you got to clean, you got to do errands, and then you back at work. And then the next little off day, you know, you tired, but you still have to do your chores. You still have to get shit done. So it didn't really feel like I had an off day because I always had shit to do. Like, I'm very important. I have a business. The days that I was off, like when we be off from behind the bar, that's the days I would cook. So the days I was off from the dealership, I was just so tired that I couldn't even cook. And I'm like, okay, I got this job to not do that. Why am I losing out on more sleep, making less money, do the same exact freaking thing that I was doing? You know? It's like something is working, don't break it. You know. So I had to learn that. So in a dealership, I also did not know that you basically have to be a double once a week and the last few days at the end of the month. I'm used to bartending money. You know, if you gonna be a double, you making $400, $500, $600, $700 a double. Okay? Sometimes you can make that in a shift. I'm not used to being a double with almost gonna make money mindset, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not about to clock into work with hopefully you make some money, hopefully you sell a car. I need to go to work knowing that I'm gonna make this money because I got big bills, I got shit to do. I invest in my own self, so like if I'm not making extra money, what is the point of me being here, honestly? So I was talking to a lot of people. A lot of the guys, I wouldn't say guys, it's women work there, but it's mainly guys. So I'm gonna say guys. So a lot of the guys sacrifice a lot of their time to be in a dealership or whatever because at the good client list, they never know who gonna come in there and buy a car or whatever. You know, it's really a waiting game. It just wasn't for me. I'm a person that just like to go fast paced, you know, get to it, make some money. Like, that's what it's about. Make some money, making connections or whatever. Don't comment my video talking about for the love of it. Miss me with that shit. I'm not one of them. And I was listening to a lot of the guys, and they were like, their lives were in shambles. Like, their lives are basically the dealership, and their personal life is second. I still have a personal life. Like, I still like to go out, get a drink with my friends. I still make time for my son. I like to try new restaurants. Like, I like to do me still. Like, I could work 2-3 jobs. Jari gonna find some time for herself, and she gonna find some time for her kid. That was another reason too. I wanted to be with my son more, and I felt like I was away from him way more. But it's like when you build something, you gonna work. Like, if you wanna be great, you gonna work. You gotta do what other people not willing to do. Other people not willing to work 12 hours a day. They're not willing to clock in they 9 to 5, clock out, and clock in they 5 to, you get it? They 5 to 12. So I just realized I have to do the work regardless. It's gonna be hard regardless, and I feel like I have more time with my son because if I have my business, I'm from home. But like I was saying, a lot of those guys sacrifice like important moments with their kids, with their wives. A lot of them are divorced or don't have a wife or just have no personal life because they're giving it all to the dealership. I don't believe in that. I believe in you can have a balance. I don't care how busy you are. I feel like you should find a balance, or else work is just going to consume you, and then you're going to go to resent either your job or your life when you're the person that made that decision for yourself. You know, you got to take some accountability in that, and I never want to. I always think about, I live in the present, but I always think about the future, like, oh my God, when I'm 30, am I gonna regret missing out all this time with my son, all this time with my business, to almost jump into a career, or almost have this? I'm like, nah, it wasn't working. So ultimately, I decided to quit because it was not working, and I'm happy. I thought bartending school, I felt like I've been doing it so long, and I was just so comfortable. So it took for me to step away and go into another profession to realize I don't have it that bad. And that's saying the grass is not always greener. The grass is not always greener. I had to step away and realize that, like, what I have is good. Even though it's not moving at the pace I want, and even though I have days where I don't like what I do, the overall picture is fun in my lifestyle, and I do like it. But I just have those days. I'm a girl. I'm very freaking moody. And I feel like I have a good work-life balance with the cards I've dealt with and the decisions that I made. So I ultimately decided to go back to bartending because I cannot live on not guaranteed money. The only way I can live on not guaranteed money It's from my business. You know, you put in your all in, you don't know what you're gonna get out. It's just with a business, all you can control is what you put in. All you control is what you put in. You gonna get that output either now, later, or later. It's gonna come as long as you put in that work in behind the scenes. With the job, if I'm clocking in to that mother effort, I need to get paid. I need to get paid. I'm not about to be there for nothing. And if I am there for nothing, it can't be a consistent nothing. You know, like when you're in a service industry, you can't, any tip industry, you may have a bad day, but you know you're gonna have a good day, right? Or you may have a bad week, but you know you're gonna have a good week. Well, the car dealership, you may have bad months. I can't do bad months. I got big bills. I have a family. I like to get my nails done. I like to get my hair done. I like to invest into stuff. Jari like to do what Jari wants to do. And Jari gonna do that every time. So on this note, I'm gonna conclude the video because I don't want to put the dealership out too much. Because where I work, it was a very nice company. They fed you. They make sure that you were being seen. Like, they wouldn't, I feel like a lot of them didn't help, but if you ask for help, they would give it to you, you know? They wouldn't give you all the sauce, but they'll give you hits here and there. I feel like I gained a lot of knowledge from it, about credit, about cars, about insurance, about like everyday stuff, which I feel like that we should have learned in school. So I'm grateful for that. Grateful for the connections that I made. The guy that owns all the, I'm not gonna say which one I worked at, all the dealership, like a few dealerships in New Orleans, Mississippi or whatever. And he's a really good owner, and you can tell they really care about their workers, they care about their customers. Like, it's a really good place to work for. They have really good benefits. The pay isn't that bad if you're used to being below average on that level, but I'm above average, so I was not cool with that. But everything else, it's a really good company to work for. I feel like it's a good learning experience, but it wasn't for you, girl, because I'm moving up in life. Once I compare my check stuff from this year to last year, and I realized I made less this year than last year, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's gotta go. So I'm grateful for the knowledge. I'm grateful for the people that I met. I did make connections of my own because I'm gonna always do that. And yeah, I am done with the dealership. I'm fully invested into my business now. Not at the bar on weekends. I'm doing my business on the weekends. And yeah, it was a learning thing. I feel like the path that I'm on now, I just have to stay tunnel vision. Like, now I have like real shit to lose. I have shit to work for. So I can't keep doing those side jobs or whatever. It's like, even though I want to, it's like I'm setting myself back. And I don't want to set myself back. If I set myself back, I want it to be like inevitable. I don't want to purposely do that. So from now on, I'm not purposely doing that no more. I have tunnel vision. What I have is working. They have a few bumps in the road, but that's what comes with the entrepreneur journey. And yeah, I'm happy to be back on y'all screen. I've been dying to record a video, but life be lifing, y'all. Life really be lifing. And I hope y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to make sure to drop a video every weekend. I'm thinking about Sundays or Mondays. Because it's like, if I could look out for an episode of Baddies every Sunday, I can record and be looking out for my own videos every Sunday. And that's what y'all can do too. So, nice talking to y'all. Hopefully y'all learned a lot. Y'all got any questions about the car dealership? Let me know. Any questions about being an entrepreneur? Let me know. Any business about the bartending? Let me know. Y'all, I had all kind of jobs, okay? So whatever y'all need help with, let me know. Your girl got you.